live from Stoops on West Clare Lane in Muncie. Now, in fact, I will introduce the one that will introduce all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome here to Jim Day.
Thank you very much. Start first with a guy that's in his 43rd season in professional baseball, his first in his current position for 9 seasons from 2008 to 2016. He was the head of the Reds baseball operations department, and from 2010 on, he won 2 National League Central Division titles, also went to the playoff another year. As a wild card, he is now the executive advisor to President and CEO Bob Castellini. Welcome, Walt Jockety. This next gentleman really makes the Reds run on the business side. He is certainly the brains behind the operation. And in a little bit, we're going to introduce you to him because right now he's not into the building yet. So Joe Castellini will be here in moments as I almost crashed through this sign right here. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that. This next guy really needs no introduction. He's one of the most popular Reds we've ever seen come down the line. Everywhere we go, people love this guy. In 1998, he was signed by the Reds as a non-drafted free agent, so he took the long way around and really worked his way to the big leagues the hard way. He played part of 11 Major League seasons with the Reds, Twins, Red Sox, Braves, and White Sox. Now he's the minor league roving catching instructor. Please welcome Corky Miller. And escorting Corky today is his famous mustache. This nuts young man, again, needs really no introduction in Indiana. Indiana boy. He received the Joe Nuts All Good Guy Award in voting by the local chapter of the Baseball Writers Association of America. And last season, he showed he was one of the best defensive catchers in all the game, and his offense really impressed as well. 257 average, 23 doubles, 7 home runs, 51 runs driven in, and 115 games, all career highs. And in May, he became the Reds' everyday catcher when Devin Mesoraco got hurt. And with runners in scoring position, he hit a cool .355, second only to Joey Votto on the team. Indiana's own Tucker Barnhart. And we always like to bring one of the future stars along with us as well. This young man is 21 years of age. He's an infielder, and last season was the organization's minor league hitter of the year. In 132 games at Dayton and Daytona, he combined to hit .293, 30 doubles, 15 home runs, 75 RBIs, and 21 stolen bases. He's one of the best prospects in the Reds organization. Infielder Shed Long. And scheduled to be on the trip today was my compadre, Tom Brenneman. Unfortunately, there is a bunch of illness going around, and Tom is bedridden as we speak. So he's very sick today and could not make it on this leg, at least today's trips to Indiana. So we apologize, and he sends his best, and he's sorry he couldn't be here. And unfortunately, with that in mind, you're stuck with me this evening. So thank you very much. Now, the man that I guess just wanted to be introduced last, because the best comes last. He's the boss, the man that makes the business side run. In his 12th season as the Reds' Chief Operating Officer, Phil Castellini. And once again, thank you very much. We are looking forward to a Q&A session that we're going to do here, and then we'll sign some autographs and just have a good old time.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Jim. Welcome all you guys for being here. You had a question for Corky, I think. Was that the one you wanted to add?
Sure. Corky, how long have you had the mustache, and how long does it take you to grow it out that long?
So here you go, Corky. That kind of hard-hitting journalism. That's what we're going to get you today, right? The fans want to know.
Question. I grew it in high school, but I had to shave it for baseball season because my high school coach he was a big Yankees fan growing up, so he didn't like the facial hair. I had it in college. I shaved it when I got drafted because of the rule, and then grew it back. Shaved it and grew it back. I mean, it takes a week or so. What's that? Well, that's why I shaved when Marge was here. Yeah.
All right, got another question over here, guys. Who's it for, and what's your question?
Walt Jockey, if you re-signed Bronson Arroyo, what would his role be?
Well, Bronson has contacted us about coming back, and it really depends on his health, whether he's recovering from two pretty significant operations, shoulder and elbow. So if he comes back, it would probably be in the capacity of trying to compete for one of the starting roles. I don't see a pitch on the whole thing.
You love when the Reds fans start young. Here's a young lady, and who's your question for, and what's your question?
All three of them. If you weren't a baseball player, what would you be today?
For all the players. If you weren't a baseball player today, what would you be, Shed?
I would be in college right now, becoming a electronic engineer.
All right. Tucker Barnhart's going to answer next. And you look surprised by Shed's
No, I'm
answer.
not surprised. Well, yeah, I guess I am kind of surprised. Pretty cool. I would be a chef.
Chef.
Right.
What would be your specialty?
I don't know. To figure that out.
All right.
I love to cook, so I would go to culinary school and be a chef.
All right, so Corky, if you weren't a ball player, what would you be?
I'd be a millionaire. When I was a kid, if I wasn't to be a baseball player, I always thought I'd be a teacher.
What specialty did you have?
Elementary, I just want elementary stuff. I thought that was going to be my calling, but I ended up being way better at baseball than teaching. Way more better.
We're live on 102.9 FM, 1340 AM, and WXFN.com. We're doing the Reds Winter Caravan. Who's your question for?
Corky Miller. Corky, I just want to know if you keep yourself game ready.
I'm always game ready.
You game ready right now, Corky?
Yeah, I got like 15 hits on Friday. The Reds Fantasy Camp out in Arizona. I mean, I know the guys are only throwing 30 miles an hour, but I got 15 hits.
All right, another young fan here. Go ahead.
Tucker Bernhardt. How is it with the when everyone's watching you? How do you feel?
For the first probably the first year I was in the major leagues, it was tough to get over that fact. I grew up watching a bunch of those guys that I'm playing against now. I watched them play when I was growing up, so it was tough to kind of get past that. But once I did get past that, I felt like I could relax a little bit and just go play ball.
All right, Reds Winter Caravan, live on Muncie Sports Station. Who's your question for?
That's for Walt Doherty. If Mesoraco can't catch, do you think he would be in like outfield or something because of his legs?
Can you say that again?
If Mesoraco can't catch, do you think he would be in outfield because of his?
Possibly, yeah. I think we would probably look at him in left or right field, probably left field.
I got one for Phil Castellini here. Go ahead with your question.
Yes, Bill. What is the chance the Reds would sign a couple of veteran pitchers like Jason Hamill or Travis Wood, bringing even Travis Wood back to give a veteran presence for that young pitching staff that you have?
Well, I think that's probably better answered by Walt.
Thank you. Right, so Walt, you're in.
I don't see that happening. We've got we have some money left to spend on pitching. I think we'd probably look at more for the bullpen. We've got 3 or 4 starters for sure right now. And we've got 2 or 3 young guys we want to try and develop and promote. So I don't think you'd see us doing that.
All right, another question over here, back of the room.
Yeah, for Phil. I've been with this Reds team since the mid-'50s. I'm one of the older fans. Didn't like Riverfront Stadium, loved Great America, but what Kansas City did a couple years was magical. How can our team get what Kansas City got?
Got in terms of team performance? Or
yeah, got into the World Series. I mean, just won and got there.
Yeah, well, I think, Walt had built a team that in 2012 was as good as any team in the game. And that whole year, that was a very winnable playoffs and series. And if not for a couple of different things that happened throughout that 3 games against the Giants, I really think that team was prepped to go very far, if not all the way. I believe that to my, the inner beings of my soul. That didn't happen. And as a result, we've all watched since then. And we're now a couple years into a rebuilding process. So I think the answer is you got to get back to being competitive on the field. And then what happens is the trickle effect of increase in attendance. Increase of attendance creates spendable revenue. That revenue, as you know, our model is a break-even model. We put everything back into the product, and that would give us the ability to spend more money in payroll, continue to draft and develop better players, and that's what Kansas City did. I mean, these teams like Kansas City and Pittsburgh, and when you got to rebuild it from the beginning, sometimes you have to go through some tough years, and through those tough years you get great draft picks and you develop those guys, and then you get into some free agency. Team improvement creates higher attendance, and like I said, and so I think that's the formula, and Walt knows that. Walt has taught that to the guys like Dick and those who are running the operation under his guidance and training now, and that's very much what we're here to do. And then once you do build a team that's competitive again, you can have some sustainable high revenue years and high attendance and great corporate sponsorships and that kind of thing. So that's really the formula. It's just a little bit more difficult to do in smaller markets with lower, opportunities for payroll. Not just payroll and revenue, but flat out opportunities. There are things that LA and New York and Boston are going to be able to do that we will never be able to do. We just don't have the amount of eyeballs and folks in our region to be able to, pull the weight that they do economically. That's just the reality of the game. And so we continue to do what we can to work smarter and harder and try to get there and compete, and that's exactly what we're trying to do.